guys, welcome back to my channel. It's been a while since I've uploaded a build video or a video in general. I usually re-upload my stream sessions on here, but I haven't really streamed for a while. I've been playing Animal Crossing recently. But I thought today I'd do a build video. So we're doing a mini, small, hobbit Christmas themed home for like a grandma and a grandpa type situation kind of thing, theme-ish. But I mean, any sim could live here really, but you know, just kind of where I was going with it. So yeah, got a little base out here. Now the new pack comes out on November 13th, and I thought I would try and build this during that time because we're going to get platforms, which would be super useful for this type of a build, but I was really excited and wanted to get building, so I just decided to go for it without the new update and all the new stuff they're giving us, which is awesome. I did pre-order the new pack because I do love the new pack. It's amazing. I'm not a fan of the Star Wars pack at all. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm just not. So I haven't played that at all, really. Even though I have it, I just haven't played it. But yeah, I'm so excited for the new pack to come out. I am like, yes, I love the Snowy Escape. So we're building a little home here today in Glimmerbrook. That's where I placed it. But you guys can place it wherever you like if you download it. It is in my gallery. BSB Lover 89 is my name on the gallery for Sims, and it will always be that name if you want to find it. Yeah. So this is that video. I'm just trying to find windows right now, and finding windows for this little home was a little bit challenging. I kind of wasn't sure where I wanted to go with this at first. I was like, what am I doing? How do you build a small hobbit house in The Sims? Like, I didn't really quite kind of know where I was going with it at first, but then I was like, alright. So it is a long little video. It took me 3.5 hours to fully furnish and build this from start to finish, but you guys are seeing it in a speed build. So it's only 20 minutes for you guys, but it was a little longer for me to build, and it took me forever to figure it out. But I love the outcome in the end. It's so amazing and so much fun. I had fun trying to add little Christmas decorations. So a lot of the seasons pack is used in this build, FYI. If you don't have seasons, then you probably can't download this because majority-wise it is seasons only. There is a few little holiday things they give you in like the base game they give you a holiday like base game update thing. It was free. Anyway, there's a couple of those used in here, but majority-wise, it is seasons base game, and I used a little bit of nifty knitting, FYI. You'll see where that goes later on in the build here, but it is a little small space. So adding a bathroom, we really only did a shower because we could not fit a tub in there. I'm so sorry. So if you're elderly and you might fall, well, I'm sorry. That's what you get. So, yeah, there's that. It's just, you know, tucked away in the little center here. I added a TV, but it was just, I wasn't going to add, I wanted to add a TV up here in like the living quarters, but I was like, no, I want to keep it like really homey and like really Christmassy, so eventually we add a fireplace up here and there's no TV. There is a TV, but it's downstairs, which you'll see momentarily when I get down to the basement level of this build. Right now I'm trying to find wallpaper that I like, and really, I didn't want it to be too dark in the home, but in all respect, like, this wallpaper seemed to work, or paint, whatever I used. I don't even know what it was I used. But this seemed to work really well. I tried to keep a lot of it not as dark and dingy, but, you know, things happen, and that's what we did there, so, yay! Alright, so I'm just adding a few little details to the bathroom here. I couldn't add too much because obviously, as you know, it's a small home, and the bathroom was super tiny, so adding anything more than just that wasn't going to really work out. So now on to the kitchen! Yay! My favorite part. This I used, oh yeah, we used vampires for this. So I was going to use the Realm of Magic stuff, but then I'm like, no, it doesn't really go with the theme I want to go with, so I did use the green counters from vampires, which I rarely ever use those counters, so this was a really good treat for me to use them. I was going to add another counter over here to put like a dishwasher, but then I'm like, no, because if it's a grandma and a grandpa or a grandma just living there, who needs a dishwasher when you can just use your hands, right? So I just kept a sink there, and I eventually did delete that counter, and we put a few little odds and ends over there to kind of give the space, whatnot, because I also needed to add a trash can, and obviously there wasn't going to be room for that if I didn't delete the other counter, so I did that to kind of save some space. And I wasn't really sure what type of a chandelier to use in the kitchen, so I just used that one there. If you guys download this and want to change that chandelier or anything in general, go for it. I'm all for it. And the little dining room table went over here in the corner. I was going to add that planter, and then I remembered, oh, we need windows, because we don't have like a windowless house, so I added a window eventually over in the corner there, where the dining room table will go. It only seats 2 people, so if you want to make this like a more than a 2-person home, you probably can't. I did use a lot of move objects in this build because I wanted to add a lot of detail. And in order to use a lot of detail in this, I had to use move objects and size down a lot of objects to make them fit in the places I want them to fit. You'll see that momentarily as well. We do that when we add the little statue of the Nutcracker. God, I couldn't think of the name. Yeah, I added a little Nutcracker at the end there. And there we go. See, there's where I'm adding the bin, and I'm adding the lovely little broom and dustpan. And now we're going to add some Christmas decorations over here in the corner. It does get a little Christmassy, just FYI. So if you're not Christmas fans, I'm sorry. But this build is strictly Christmas themed. Basically, that's how I wanted to go with this. Because you know holidays are around the corner, and I figure, why not? I also have another Christmas build I did a while back. I think it's called Grandma's Christmas. We did that, I think about a year ago. And it's on my gallery as well. It's a big red house in like a tree house type of theme. It was very, very eccentric, very Christmas. Like Christmas was thrown in your face when you entered the building. I didn't want to go too extreme with that in this build, but I did kind of give this a very good Christmas theme. So there's that. There's the dining room table. It's cute. That table comes with the base game free holiday pack thing. So if you have base game, there's a free holiday pack they gave us, and that was part of that. So that's the table for that. And and there's the window. So there we go, we're adding a window. And what's really cool, I didn't know this, but I don't know what they're called, the dangling Christmas, like, whatever those things are called, they fit in the window. The strings, the, like, paper strings for the windows, they fit in there. And that's really cool, I didn't know that. So eventually we do that as well. I'm now trying to put a couch for this, and I want it to be grandma feeling, so that was the couch I went with. It came with pets, which if you don't have the pets game, that's okay. You can simply change out the couches and the chair. I could not find a rug to save the life of me for this part here, so we left it with no rug. Like, I wanted to have a rug there, but there was nothing that really fit the build and fit the space, so it was just like, nah. I tried every single rug that I thought would fit, and nothing really worked or felt right for the build itself. It was just either too modern, too contemporary, or not really, just not something that really went with the color scheme and felt Christmas themed to me. So I don't know why I'm still going through this whole swatch thing. I'm never going to find something. In the end, I know I'm not going to find anything. That could have been a possible rug I used, but nah. And now we're going to add a fireplace. The Christmas themed fireplaces do not fit here, sadly, so we had to go with the smaller one. And that is a base game one, I believe. No, is it Parenthood? I don't know. It came with something anyway. And now I'm going to go and use my lovely magic cheat tool, the Move Objects tool. And we're going to be adding these little nutcrackers on the sides of the cute little fireplace. So we'll be doing that momentarily. Oh yeah, and I added that little chandelier. I forgot there was a Christmas chandelier. We added that in the corner. You know, when you enter the house, you just want to have a chandelier, right? So there you go. My camera did go a little crazy in the build because it was on like a high terrain, I think. I don't really know why. But my camera angle in here was just crazy. So, oh yeah, there we go. See, there's the window things. You can add these things in the windows. I don't know how and why they work, but they work. So it was cool. I liked it. So there we go. There's that. Yeah. Now I'm trying to find those really cute little antique paint portraits. And I'm going to put that in the corner by the door. Where is it? I don't even know where it is, but it's somewhere. There we go. Found it. Yeah, I don't know why I couldn't find those for some reason, but there they are. And I did scale down that lovely dog painting. I thought it looked cute in the little kitchen area, so there we go. I did not have a place for this, so I don't know where I was trying to place that. And now we're going to go size down these lovely little nutcrackers and place them on the mantelpiece. Or the fireplace, rather, but you call it whatever you want. Yeah. There we go. Looks good to me. Kind of. One of them looked as though they were floating for like a good minute, so I had to fix that. So yeah, we added these little place cards on here as well, and that's when I'm like, oh, I think the little, these guys are floating in the air, so I had to kind of try and fix that, and I did have to sink them into the fireplace because it just wasn't going to work out in my favor the way I wanted to. The red guy was working really well, but the green guy was like, no, I want to float. So I eventually had to size them into the fireplace, so If you guys download this again, you can also fix that if you want to, but yep, I had issues with that, so that's what happened there. Took me a hot minute to figure out how to fix the issue and get it to look nice and pretty, and I guess that's where we landed it there, so there's that. Alright, moving on to the lovely bunker, the Hobbit's bunker. So we're adding my favorite lights here momentarily just so we can see what we're doing, and also finding the wallpaper I wanted to use down here, or even the paint rather, was challenging. I didn't know what to go with. I went with red originally thinking, okay, red Christmas, you know, that's the theme we're going with. But then it blended too much in with the bed, and I was like, oh no, we can't do that. So I had to change it up a little bit. And it was hard finding something to work with and that I liked, actually. But we eventually found something, and so there's that. There we go. It's like, you know, it's brownish, but not too brown, if you know what I mean. So there's that. Alright. Yeah, I kept going through all my swatches, and I was going to stick with that, but then I used paneling. I think I used paneling. Did I use paneling? I did use paneling, I think, at the end. I used, like, wooden paneling, and I thought it looked nice. There we go. Look at that. Oh, pretty, right? All right. I'm going to move the bed over here somehow. Over there. And then I'm going to put a little closet over here in the corner. Yes, ma'am. Oh, look at that. Looks good, right? I love it. And we're going to put a little light over there in the corner. And I've never used all of the different swatches they gave us in seasons for that light. And I noticed some of them have like designs on them, so that's kind of cool. So I used that. And then as you see here, I'm adding a secret little area, which is going to be Grandma's secret crafting room. I love it. So if you download this, you'll see that. And you'll be like, oh, what is in there? Oh, it's a secret crafting room. Yes, ma'am. I'm adding a little bookcase there. I was going to keep this. Now, I added this chest set not thinking about how I wanted to Christmas theme this house. And I was like, oh, where are we going to put the Christmas tree? So I did have to get rid of all of that because it wasn't going to work. Like, I left the bookcase where it was, and I put these little plants up on top here. But I had to get rid of the chest set eventually. I thought about putting it in the other room. So I had a theme. I was going to do like a writer's room, you know, whatnot. Like Grandma wants to write books and stuff. But that whole totally changed. So now underneath the staircase, I'm adding these little, you know, these things here. Just little clutter items here and there. Yeah. There was one item I was looking for. I think it was like the photo books or something. It was like of Grandma's photos or something. I couldn't find those to save my life. I was like, where the heck are they? I know they're in here somewhere. And I never found them, so oh well. I just left it the way that it was, and there's that. And this is where I added some little nifty knitting items over here. Right. I'm trying to find that item again, I think, right? No, I was like, oh yeah. And then there's these items here. They're like floating chandeliers things. I added those to start with, and then I remembered we needed to add a Christmas tree, so yeah, that's when we went back and did that whole chestnut of a thing. And so there we go. That is really Christmas over there. Oh my. Oh my, my, my. It's just like screams Christmas, don't it? Yeah. So I had a lot of fun with this. The outside, we're going to decorate really nicely. I wanted to add a pot of planter there, but I'm like, no, we can't. I have ideas. So I canned that idea. Alright, back to the Christmas tree idea. Here we go. Had to get rid of that lovely little dangling thing because it wouldn't really fit there. So it went in the corner where nobody really goes. So there we go. Just put it there for now. Yeah. And then I added a bee box because I had an idea. I had ideas, so the bee box had to go out there. And this was going to be the writer's corner, but no. Grandma is not writing no children's book today, boy. I got rid of that idea pretty quick, so that never really happened. It would have been a cute idea, but I just thought, oh, if we're going to go nifty knitting-wise, might as well go the whole mile and do the crafting corner, so I made her a little crafting nook and a secret closet. Yep. And that's where the TV goes, right there. So there's the TV. Oh, I know, right? I mean, maybe if they dumpster dive, they could get the better the little Sims 1 TV thing. I don't know, but there's that. So I did go ahead and add some paintings over here. I think, right? Yeah, I added those paintings, but again, guys, we delete them. They don't stay long. My ideas kept changing throughout the build, so I was just like, oh, all right, what else do I have? That's a pretty cool idea. That's when I'm like, oh, hey, all right. So I put that over there. It looks really, this basement just looks so crazy. Oh my gosh, I didn't even realize how Christmassy and crazy it was until like just watching this back now. And I literally just built this like about 10 minutes ago. I finished the build, so I'm doing this in real time, sort of ish. Like as soon as I finished building it, I went straight into editing it, so that way I'm like fresh in my mind. So little paintings over here. I was going to do Christmas lights along the rim here, but I'm like, no, that's a bit much. So I had a little picture of Bridechester, because maybe Grandma went to Bridechester. We don't know. We don't know the story of Grandma or Grandpa. We don't know. Somebody could have gone there. So I added these little paintings over there, because, you know, maybe one of them is a painter in a past life. We don't know. You know, make up your own little storyboard for whoever lives there. And this is where we go ahead and delete everything in this crafting corner that will become crafty momentarily. Goodbye, goodbye, crafty, goodbye. Alright, here we go. So it's all like a red, I did a red and green theme in here because clearly it's Christmas and I'm like, I gotta go stick with the theme. So red and green was our theme in here. And I love those tables connect. It was so wonderful. I love they connect. It's amazing. So hopefully, I actually didn't test this out, so I hope she can actually use the stuff in this room. I don't really know. I just know, like, the rest of the house seemed like that it would work because I didn't have move objects on the whole time, so I do know the rest of the house is buildable, but the crafting room, I wasn't sure if she could get any, I don't know how it's going to be, if it will be usable or not. And I love the little yarn balls, so I added a whole bunch in there, you know, because you want to have a different variety of yarn, right? So I did that. That was pretty cute. Love it. Crafting a little cart over there in the corner. How you would get that out, I have no idea, but we put it over there. So there's that. Some little decorations over there as well. And now we're going to the outside. Alright, there's that. So the inside's all complete and done. Now we're doing the outside build. And this was a lot of fun. I love doing little cute little decorations. So I wanted to have this like foyer when you walk in with like all this like this stuff from the seasons. I forgot they have something like that comes with the fencing. So here I'm doing this and thinking, oh, wait, there's something with the fencing we can do. But I forgot you have to have a smaller fence to use that. It's a gate. So I forgot there was a gate that worked with seasons, and I didn't realize that until like a moments later. So here I am placing all these cool little items thinking I'm going to use them, and I'm clearly not going to use them. So, yay me. Why do I continue to build the way I'm building? I don't know. I should have thought, no, that's not the right thing to do. There is actually a little gate you can use instead, but no, I continue to build it like that, and it looks really weird and wonky, so I eventually remember that there is a gate, and I go and try to use the gate, not realizing you have to use it on the seasons thing, so I have to go and try and find that. I didn't like that idea of having the whole thing with seasons. I liked the gate that I had, and it wasn't going to work for some reason. I couldn't get it to work. It was like saying me to be a shorter fence. I'm like, what? It is a shorter fence, but then I realized the fence wasn't long enough, so in about 5 minutes in my time on the build, I figured it out. There we go. Look at that. Figured it out. Cool. Yeah. So there we go. Is that. There we go. Lovely little entranceway. The reindeer guy couldn't stay around. He just wasn't going to work out with the build, so we had 2 little Santas, and yeah. The surfing Santa didn't fit the build. I'm sorry, guys. It just didn't fit the build. So 2 snowmen, and that's that. Our little lovely little walkway with the terrain tool. Love it. Adding some lovely trees around here to give it more of a hobbit-ish feeling. It's kind of where we went with this, and it's very, yeah, it was very crazy. I went crazy with the vines on the house. But, you know, vines, I thought that seemed hobbit-ish, right? Like a little small house for small-ish people, like gnomes, maybe. Oh, I should have added Christmas gnomes. I didn't add any gnomes to this house. Oh, that would have been so perfect, guys. I completely forgot to add gnomes. I had that thought in my mind, and I didn't even do it. Oh, man. Well, when you guys download this build, do find places for gnomes, because gnomes would be super perfect for this build. How did I not think about that? I don't know. Anyway, here we go. Lovely vines on the front of the house. And once we finish that, really it's just adding a few little plants and stuff, and that's really it. I didn't do too much more than that, so yeah. I added a little wishing well in the backyard, and I did add a campfire onto the right side of the home. And I did a few other plants and stuff, and that was really it. Nothing too crazy, actually, but, you know, I think it looks pretty good, all things considered. So if you guys like this, please download it. It's in my gallery, BSB Lover 89. If you like this video, please hit like. If you want to see more building videos from me, also hit comment or subscribe, or both, really. Any questions, comments, or suggestions for my channel, also comment below. I love people that like videos, so please like this video. Check me out on Twitch, JazzT11. I stream lots of stuff, mostly. I try to stream mostly Sims, but right now we're into Animal Crossing, so we'll get back to the Sims once the new pack comes out. And I thank you guys so much for watching my lovely speed build for you. And I will see you guys in another build or video or anything soon. I promise. I hope. Yeah. So, yay! November 13th, that's the day we get our new pack. And I'll be streaming once that's come out. And we'll have a lot of fun with it. And I love that James and Deli had a part in it. Oh my god, yes! I have wanted them to do a Sims build, like, for the real game for, like, the longest time. And they finally have a part in the new pack. As well as other Simmers like Simly, Little Simsy. I love it. I love that they added the Simmers on YouTube and made them part of the game. That's exciting. I love it. Alright guys, that's about it. I wraps up the build. Just about. We're adding the last bit of it, which is a little campfire. And once we do that, I believe the build is almost done. Right? Right? Yeah, maybe. Oh, no. That's right. I added a little bit more. So it's not almost done. I apologize. There's more to the build. On the left side, I added the magic bean trunk. And I wanted to hide it, sort of, kind of. I don't know why, but I wanted to hide it. So when I added the magic bean trunk, I had to, like, put a lot of vines and, like, weird plants around it. It got really crazy, and I'm just like, I don't care. It looks good. So when you download this, you will notice it's very eccentric on this side of the fence. Oh, yeah, there you go. Well, anyway, I appreciate you for watching this lovely and long build video. Again, if you want to download the video, download the build, not the video, download the build. It's on my gallery, it's BSB Lover 89. And I will see you in another video sometime soon in the future, especially since the new pack is coming out on November 13th. Do not forget to pre-order or buy, because it will be amazing and so much fun. Bye, guys!